Hola, soy Andrea, and welcome to my summer reading challenge, Reading Through Mexico, where I read a different book from a different author of each Mexican state. Today we're on state number 6, Chihuahua. We're back in the north, and today's book is 30 Talks Weird Love by Alessandra Narvaez Varela, and it's just a very heartfelt, introspective book that asks us, the reader, to revisit our tween selves. The year is 1999 in Ciudad Juarez, and 13-year-old Ana Maria meets the future version of herself at 30 in a bathroom. And 30 and Ana Maria build this kind of push-pull relationship that's filled with banter and angst as they kind of each try to get one another to love themselves in the present. And I think that this is just a really great example of, yes, a self-love, but also just the idea of holding yourself with kindness at any age. And all of this is taking place in the midst of the rise of femicides in Ciudad Juarez, something that both are very aware of and which affects their lives very acutely as the pages kind of progress. The combination of these things just creates this very vivid coming of age story about a girl who is coming of age at the turn of the century, learning to be herself, yes, but also learning that the loss of innocence doesn't mean the loss of dreaming. And books like these are one of the reasons why I love Borderlands literature so much. It's just very fierce and intense in its love for fractures, cracked pavement, the harshness of environments, and just the heartbeat of the city. At one point of the book, Ana Maria calls Ciudad Juarez her second mother and how much love she has for that city. And I think that love, that yearning, that just intensity is so impactful as a reader because you can really see how it bleeds and becomes and shapes her as a person at 13 and at 30. The author is born and raised in Ciudad Juarez, and this book is available in English and Spanish. And I personally listened to the audiobook during this reread, and I really enjoyed it because it's narrated by the author as well. There's an incredible author's note at the very end where the author kind of talks about her own journey of kind of growing into herself that I think is really special and very relatable if you're someone who is kind of experiencing the twists and turns of life. But it also made me think of 13-year-old Andrea and what would she think of 30-year-old me. I think she would think I was cool. I would hope I would think I was cool. And I think she'd be proud that I actually followed through with some of my crazy dreams. And I think she'd be impressed over some of the things, places, people that I've met. Do you have a book recommendation by an author from Chihuahua? Please let me know. And just because I'm curious, what would you tell your 13-year-old version of yourself? I, again, would tell her to just keep doing what she's doing because she's onto something.